Good morning, saints and friends. Minister Alicia Hardy here this morning. I wanted to come on and share a testimony that I thought I need to tell this testimony more, and hopefully it will encourage you all. I shared it with a friend of mine the other day as she approached me asking that I help her pray about some health matters that she's having and some upcoming procedures and more testing that she's going to be having. And it came up naturally as I was talking with her and trying to keep her encouraged. And the way she responded, like, it really was encouraging to her. So I want to share it with more people and pray that it kind of encourages you in the Lord. Last October, I did my mammogram, and I left the diagnostic center and got home, and a couple of days later I get a letter in the mail that says that the doctor wants me to come back to do additional images, that they saw, something that they didn't see the previous year. So I did not let my mind and my thoughts go to negative. I said, okay, this probably happens all the time. I had heard about it happening in other ladies, so I went back for the additional images. But after the technician did the mammogram and did, all the additional pictures that she needed, she told me to go sit in the waiting room, not to change back into my regular clothes, that the doctor was going to come out and talk to me and decide about maybe even getting an ultrasound to look further. Again, I didn't go negative. I actually sat in that waiting room, and this is the God honest truth. I started thinking, I probably have breast cancer. So if I have breast cancer, I already know God is going to heal me, that this will not be my end, that I'm going to have a testimony. And then I started thinking, wow, I see what you're doing, God. You're about to give me an opportunity to be a minister and a witness of Jesus Christ to every doctor, every specialist, every nurse, every front office clerk that I'm going to meet through this situation. When I go for radiation and chemo weekly, I'm going to start seeing maybe the same other patients that are undergoing treatments. So I'll be able to pray with my sister or my brother that's sitting in the treatment chair next to me. Every doctor, I'm going to talk about how God is going to heal me, that I got victory over this cancer. And that was truly my heart posture. And I thought, okay, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. And I sat in that waiting room, and I was there alone. And God probably had me there alone because I was praying out loud. And then about an hour later, she comes back and she said, oh, you're good. The doctor says you can go. It's just that your breast tissue is a little more dense, but there's nothing to worry about. So I sat there like, oh, okay. Because I was ready to fight. I was ready to fight cancer, and all the while draw disciples to the kingdom of God. That really was my position, and I was ready. And I shared this with my husband last night, and he said, God healed you in that waiting room. When you made up in your mind that you already was healed and that you were going to use that endeavor to witness to people, he said, God healed you right then. And that blew me away even more. So I guess what I want to encourage you all is, even when you get scary news, don't get fearful. Be encouraged that this is a journey that the Lord is going to use for his glory, that you'll have opportunity to meet people that you would not otherwise have met. And then that's your opportunity to let them see this woman shows up and she's strong and she's encouraged and she's lifting me up. And I don't, like, what if the front office person is having a bad day, or maybe they're going through some things that they haven't shared, and then they see you as the patient show up with a smile on your face, still living your best life because God is in control. And they may ask something like, well, how are you doing? And you say, it's but for the grace of God. And then that will cause them to catch hold to faith and want to know more about your God. It's in these little small interactions that we are preaching from a pulpit. You don't have to have a microphone. You don't have to have a stage and a platform. It's what we do every day that ministers to others around us. So I pray that encourages you as it blessed me and it blessed my friend. Have a beautiful day. I love you all.